I'm going to show you how to scale a drawing, in this case a PDF drawing, using one of the three ways you can scale a drawing. The way I'm going to show you is called plot scale. Before we start scaling this, we need to do a couple things. First, we need to find out what the scale is that's shown on the plans. So now that we've imported this, I can click this button to preview it. And I'm going to zoom in here. The scale for this drawing is 3/16 inch equals 1 foot. If your plan does not have a scale, then you can't use this method of scaling I'm showing you in this video. So go to the next two videos and you should be able to use those. I'm going to hit back. And I'm going to hit back again. The next thing we need to do is add a point. Right now we don't have any points in this job. We need to add a point because it's going to ask us for an insertion point, and we need to be able to select a point. So I'm going to click on our points list. And right now there are no points, so I'm going to add a point. The only purpose for this point is to help us scale this drawing. So I'm going to change it to X, and then later I'll just delete this point. But I like to reserve point number 1 for other things. And I'm going to click add a point. Now we can hit back. Okay, now we're going to go back to our drawing. Then click scale and rotate. Then we're going to click plot scale. So the first thing it's asking for is an insertion point. So let's zoom out. And we're going to click on this point. That's the point we just made. And we're going to click next. Okay, now it's asking if we want to rotate it. I do not want to rotate this. I'm going to click next. Alright, now if you remember, the scale for this drawing was 3/16 inch equals 1 foot. Now we're at the part where they need to know that first part. They need to know 3/16 and then inch. Right now it's on 1 meter. So this first section we need to put 3/16, but we can't put a fraction, so we need to convert that fraction to a decimal. 3/16 equals 0.1875. So we're going to put that in this spot. And we're going to click OK. Now we'll click next. And we'll change this to inches. So click where it says meters. Select inches. So that completes the from section of this, as in from 3/16 inch to, and the next section will be 1 foot. But let's click this next arrow now. Now we need to say 1 foot. So we're going to keep it at 1, hit next, and change this to feet. And then we're going to hit next. And then we're going to click the check to finish this. Alright, now let's see if this worked. We're going to hit back. We're going to go into the job and find something we can measure. From column line 1 to 2 should be 26 feet 6 inches. So I'm going to create 2 points at this location. Alright, now let's calculate between these 2 points. Go to your applications menu, click on calculate, this point, and this point. Okay, now we're measuring this on the x-axis, and it says 26 feet 6 and 1/16. And it should say 26 feet 6 inches. So as you can see, like we spoke about in the previous video, most of the time the scaling is not going to be exactly perfect. It's going to be close, but it's going to be about a 1/16 to an 1/8 to a 1/4 inch off. And that all depends on the quality of your PDF and how it was printed out and there's nothing really you can do about that. That's just the limitations of importing a PDF. So this scale is pretty good though, and we can use this. And that is the plot scale method of scaling a drawing. In the next videos, I'm going to show you the other methods.